This boy never expected that the elf lady who once knelt in the mud to hug him and clearly had feelings for him would now shoot an arrow through his calf, and the teammates who once treated him like family were now showing their sinister side, all because Jack possessed the infinite gotcha skill. Unfortunately, the items he drew were all ordinary, and most of them were broken junk, so the Adventurers Guild ranked him as F-class, only allowed to do low-paying chores like gathering wood and mining coal. Jack worked until midnight just to afford one night's lodging. He even relied on the gotcha to produce edible food for dinner, but his hard-earned wages were easily stolen by a few orcs, and he was beaten into the mud. Just then, someone reached out to help Jack. He instinctively accepted the help, only to realize he was covered in mud. The elf lady gently gave him a hug and brought him into her multi-race party. Humans were at the bottom of the 9 major races, yet high-level adventurers of various races were warmly greeting Jack. Jack felt the warmth of home for the first time in ages. They explored dungeons together, fought monsters, and leveled up. The elf lady showed unusual concern for him, often teased by other teammates because of it. But when they reached the largest dungeon, everything changed. It turned out all their kindness had been a facade. After observing him for a while, they confirmed that Jack's infinite gotcha skill was just as useless as he was. He definitely wasn't the suspected overlord the higher-ups feared. The elf lady showed a look of disgust, saying she was glad she didn't have to marry a lesser race just to obtain the overlord's bloodline. They unanimously decided to kick Jack out of the party and had orders from above to eliminate him completely. An orc's claw strike made it clear to Jack this was no joke. Jack was stunned for 6 or 7 seconds before thinking to run. The next second, the elf lady shot through his calf. The orcs originally wanted to torture him to death, but were stopped by the others. Their goal was to make Jack's death look like an accident, preferably without leaving too many wounds. An orc prepared to deliver the final blow, but Jack's intense will to live pushed him to crawl to the dungeon center. He somehow activated a teleportation device. Jack narrowly escaped death. Memories of the past flooded his mind. At this moment, Jack had completely turned dark, determined to take revenge and kill every last one of them. But first, he had to deal with the level 1000 monsters before him. The teleportation device had sent him to the deepest level of the dungeon. Now, Jack could only rely on his infinite gotcha skill, but to his surprise, he summoned a maid with a staggering level of 9999.